What's going on, guys? How we all doing today? Here we go again, another video from Hotwheels. It's not gonna be an unboxing video. It's not gonna be, well, it is an unboxing video. It's a video I remember telling you guys on my last video, if you've been watching, that I got a package from my beautiful aunt Marisol Reyes up from New York. In that video, I also said that there was another family member, besides other family members that have been communicating with me, and they've been, been supportive of my little hobby lately, you know what I mean? In certain ways, some of them have been cooperating. I've been, it's kind of cool because it's got me to come out the show and talk a little bit more with different family members. Some are like, hey, what are you doing? What's with the toys, Others are like, yo, I like it, I feel it, so it's been kind of cool, I love it. But anyways, this cousin of mine has been trying to send me, has not been trying, but me and him have been working together to get something going, because he's got a collection that he's been collecting for many years. So he has some pieces that, of course, I'm in the middle of collecting myself now. And I was kind of interested in, saying, cuz, let me see what you have before I get it from someone else. Let's see what you got, and maybe we could work something out. And listen, that boy's heart is bigger than his soul. He's like, yo, cuz, no problem. You tell me, man, whatever you like, whatever you let go, just talk to me and let's get this going. So we did, and it's a learning process. I've been doing this now for like 9 months, playing around with these little Hot Wheels, and gotten into the little market of them lately, like in the last 3 to 4 months, a little bit different, and like I said, I have friends, again, I continue to mention this name, Ralph. This guy, we don't see most of the time, but when we do, this guy's he kind of caught me on a Walmart one time, and he put me in the game, you heard? He didn't realize he did, but he did. But anyways, so with that being said, you heard, I got in touch with my cousin, and we decided to get something going. Let me see some pieces, cuz let's try to work out some things. So, going into this classic stuff, is a little bit different. Nowadays with the media, everybody's looking for different types of cars. The hype is real strong when it comes to like these JDM, and then you got influencers that they don't really talk about the past cars. Like anything from the past has been forgotten, is pretty much put to the curve. So they're more like, the collectors are the ones that keep their eyes on those pieces. But influencers, I see that they talk nothing only but about what comes out fresh. It's almost like having a Hot Wheels, almost like having a new phone, an iPhone or a new Samsung. As soon as the next one comes out, the old one, even though it could do everything that one does, it's no good no more. We got to move on to the new one. Well, I'm here kind of like to do it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciating the old pieces as well. Let's be realistic. When you're in the car culture, when you're in the car game and you go to these exotic car shows, yes, these Ferraris, Porsches, Lamborghinis, Paganis, etc. Yes, they're worth a lot of money. Yes, they're cars that demand a high demand on value. But nevertheless, don't get it twisted. Classic cars demand the same respect too. And as they're pushing them more and more to the back with this new electric era and all of that, keep in mind that these cars are going to keep on going up. They're not going to, these cars are going to be some serious stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It's a chain of reactions. That's why these cars like from the 90s, if it wasn't for these old school muscle cars that are out there that are pushing the market up, that are making this market continue to push itself up. If it wasn't for cars like these, like these Chargers or whatever this one is, Challenger, you guys, this is the car from the guy from the movie John Wick. This is a Cuda, I believe. Yeah, it's a Cuda, Dodge Cuda. This car is, in real life, is 100,000 plus car. So These now, the RX-7s, the Skylines, the Supras from the 90s, they're going up in value. They're picking up their value because these cars are pushing that market. They're the ones that are really controlling that market of car values. They've been demanding money for a long time. They've been demanding some heavy money for a long time. So when Hot Wheels makes these new castings, of course they make all this stuff right now. The what packs the heat and what makes the money and what everybody goes crazy for is anything that is JDM, anything that is new on the market. Like for an example, one of the cars that really runs the market is the Godzillas, the Nissan Skylines. These cars, they demand a lot of money when it comes to selling these things. I mean, not saying rich, but there's some Skylines out there that are worth $500 or $600, maybe up to $1,000. I don't know. But if you look around the market and you try to look at it, these cars demand a lot of attention. They demand a lot of money. And not just these cars, but also the Supras, the RX-7s. Hondas, don't even talk about them. Them Honda Civics, I was trying to get the little Honda Civic that I used to own 30 years ago practically, man. Honda Civic SI or the EX, any of those 90s Honda Civics, man, you try to get them on the Hot Wheels and you're gonna spend $20, $30, $40 for these little cars. So they're not paying attention, or not that they're not paying attention, it's just that they're not looking at the old school no more. And like I said, a lot of these social media people, all they're talking is about what comes fresh every Tuesday, what comes fresh on the pegs, what comes fresh on the boxes, what is Mattel throwing fresh, right? And they're kind of putting all these old classics to the back. Well, my cousin sent me a beautiful package of some of these classics. So I pulled out, there's a lot of them, trust me, there's a lot of them. I pulled out what caught my eye in the middle of owning all these new Redline collections that are coming out. And believe me, I keep up with what's hot and I try to grab it. All the super treasure hunts. I got like about 20 super treasure hunts of the latest. So I try to stay on top, of what's there. But this collection kind of like took me off guard and said, whoa, I like what I'm looking at, man. Like they really stand out. And no, these are not $100 cars. They're not $500 cars. They're just average, maybe $5, $10 cars. You know what I'm saying? If you were to buy them in the market, you're not gonna get rich. But for that kind of money, I think when I show you what I show you, you guys are gonna reminisce and say, damn, we can't forget about those classics. So without no further ado, let's turn this camera around. Let's get this ready so you guys can check out what I decided to keep in this collection and say to myself, you know what? They're worthy of staying in my collection with all that new stuff. So here, let's turn this puppy around and I can go ahead and show these beautiful pieces that my cousin sent me, that these collectors used to go for when a lot of them were collecting back in the days. So let me set this up right here. Of course, my camera is just a phone camera, but right there, I believe we got a nice, I think, boom, there you go. All right, so starting this off real quick, check out this beautiful, I mean beautiful, I told you guys these collections are beautiful. Check out this beautiful 1970 Chevelle. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is, man. Look at that. This came out in 2005 for a holiday rods, a Christmas edition type of thing. Look how gorgeous that car is, man. I mean, these things are like beautiful rubber tires, steel casting. Every single car you're gonna see here now, it's all metal casting on the bottom, metal casting on the top. These suckers are heavy. There's a lot of weight on these cars versus like all this new stuff that comes out that you see, all this is metal, but then all this is all plastic. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you really look at this stuff and you got to say to yourself, whoa, look at this. Beautiful cars, all JDM stuff, plastic. So Yeah, they make a few here and there that they're gonna put a little bit of metal on the bottom. But when you really compare apples to apples, man, Hot Wheels was making these things just like the old school cars were being made. Built tough. So let's keep on going because I gotta show you my top 5. This one is considered one of the most expensive Hot Wheels ever sold. Custom Volkswagen drag truck. They're coming out with a new release tomorrow that is supposed to be a beautiful piece with the spectral colors and all of that. I mean, this thing is super heavy. My God, this thing is super heavy. Look how gorgeous that is with the spectral colors. I mean, look at that. Look at that. The Volkswagen drag bus that's out there that's considered to be one of the most expensive Hot Wheels ever sold, I think is in the $100 and something thousand. Any of those collectors out there that know better than I would, if you can correct me, hey, I appreciate you, man. I'm here to learn too. So yeah, look at that gorgeous piece, man. Okay, let's go to the next one. This beautiful 1971 Plymouth GTX, man. Look at this with the red line tires. Look at that spectral green color on that car. Look how gorgeous this is, man. These cars are beautiful. Again, bottom, metal bottom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure if the wheels are rubber or not, but still, just being the red lines, that right there, that's a trademark from Hot Wheels, from when Hot Wheels first came out with these cars. Look how gorgeous that car looks, man. A 1971 Plymouth GTX. All right, to the next one. Look at that gorgeous Corvette Stingray. It's probably like a 78 or something like that, but look at that. Look how beautiful that car looks. Look at that. Goodyear tires, gorgeous car, man. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful piece, man. I mean, I'm sure there's guys out there that would love to have any of these cars, any of them in that garage, man. I'm trying to tell you, I would. Check this out, man. Look at this beautiful 1967 Dodge Charger. Look at the flames on that car, man. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks, man. Check this out, man. This is a beautiful piece. Look at that. Look at that. With the Goodyear tires, look how gorgeous that car looks, man. See? I'm trying to tell you guys, man. The flame colors on that looks gorgeous, man. To have those in the collection, every time I put them up in my collection and I see them, man, oh my God. Check out this beautiful 1970 Dodge Dart, man. Look at this. Look at that pink, that beautiful pink color on that car. Look at this. All these cars, man, if we have beautiful colors on the Hot Wheels now, it's because of the way that they started making things like this. And these are probably like 15-year-old cars that were made by Hot Wheels. The Series 1, I don't know. Like I said, somebody can correct me on that. But forget when this was done. What I'm looking at is the car themselves. The 1970 Dodge Dart has been out there for 52 years right now. And this is what that beautiful car looked like, man. When you see these bad boys on the street, man, oh my God, these things are gorgeous, man. Beautiful pieces, man. Okay, check out this one, man. This one right here, like literally, this one right here is really up there. I almost was gonna put it on my top 5 favorites, but in about a minute, you'll find out why it's not in my top 5 favorites. But look at that, man. That beautiful 67 Camaro, Chevy Camaro. Look at this car, man. Look at how they lifted it in the back, just like they did in those days. Nice hot rod looking car. Look at that, man. The beautiful red line tires, man. Look how gorgeous this car is. I believe these the hood opens up on them. As you can see, the hood lifts up. It opens up. You can see that beautiful 350 on the bottom of that on the bottom of that hood, man. And if you know about 350s, you already know you had a real nice growler going down the highway or in the streets or wherever you at. Talking about Camaros, I just showed you guys a 69 Camaro hardtop. Look at this beautiful 69 convertible. Look how gorgeous this car looks, man. Look at that. Look at this car, man. Look how beautiful that white interior. Black, real nice pitch blacked out with the white stripe. Car is gorgeous, man. Unbelievable. Check that out, man. I mean, I'm not making this up, man. These are like last night. My sons came over and we had a beautiful time here in this little room, my little peace room, I call it. You know what I mean? And my God, they were like, "Oh wow, Dad!" When they saw those cars, they were like really like impressed with. Because my cousin, he makes sure these cars are kept immaculate. The condition of these cars, man, is almost, it's almost next to immaculate. I mean, this one here is like probably one of the oldest. Look at this. I think I showed you guys this in the beginning of the video. I don't know, because I was doing a pre-recording and it kind of got interrupted. But this is a beautiful Bronco. This Bronco is the final edition. What that means was that this was the last time that Hot Wheels was gonna run this particular casting right here, this Bronco. They gave it like the retired color type of thing, the retired goodbye. It's called the final run. And look how gorgeous that is. And they just came out with one like 2 weeks ago, the Wrangler Bronco. So it's been away for quite a while, and it finally came back up. But look at this beautiful 1970 Dart. I showed you guys the pink one earlier. Now I'm showing you this kind of green one. Look at this car, man. That is gorgeous. That car is, I mean, my favorite car is 1965 Ford Galaxy. That's really my favorite car from those eras. The 1965 Ford Galaxy is really the car that really, from the old school, that really turns it up for me. That really makes me like, damn, that car is badass. Y'all look it up, the 1965 Ford Galaxy 500. That's my car right there. And then second to that is the Chevy Nova, but the old school one, the square body. I think it's the, if I'm not mistaken, the 68 or something like that. 68, 60, 67, around there. Nova. Okay, my top favorite. My 5 top favorite cars. I'm gonna start it off with this beautiful 1968 Ford Mustang. Look how beautiful that piece is right there. Look at that. They didn't put the red lines, man, but they put those Goodyears on there, those Goodyear tires. And I don't want to take them out. I don't want to keep moving them out of the car, so I'm doing the video with the car, so you're gonna get some of the reflections on there. But this thing is gorgeous, man. Beautiful piece, man. Beautiful cars, you know what I mean? And the car is so prestige and such a perfect condition that I really don't want to be opening and closing. So yeah, these are my top 5 right here. I'm gonna put the top 5 right there with that beautiful 1968 Mustang right there. Then second to that is gonna be another bluesy, and that is this gorgeous 1967 Chevy Bel Air. Boy, look at that. My cousin told me yesterday, yo, this car is hot. And I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful car, but I have other taste buds, and, you know, I think it's a gorgeous car. But then as I kept looking at it, I'm like, my God, this thing is gorgeous. With all due respect, if I'm not, you know, I don't want to cross no lines or anything like that. But I had an uncle that I believe that this was his favorite car, and may his soul rest in peace, which it is. He's in heaven, enjoying the eternal life up there. You heard? But yeah, I believe this was one of the cars that he was always talking about. This beautiful 1957 Chevy Bel Air, and my God, this thing is gorgeous. Yep. So this is my number 4th, and then my number 3 is this beautiful 440 Plymouth 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. Boy, look at this car, guys. Look at that color, that Spectre Flame Red. My God, this car looks, with that 440 in the back. Man, this car came up to you at the light. Boy, back in that era in 1970, this car pulled up on you on the light, boy. This guy was gonna lit them wheels up. You heard? Lit wheels. That's where it all comes from. Taking them wheels and just burning them right down the track. Lit wheels, man. Check this out. Look how beautiful this car is with the red line tires and all of that, man. Look at that piece right there. These are my top 3, so I'm gonna try to set them pretty much around here. And now the runner up of the competition, I'm gonna start bringing them up, is, remember I said earlier about the Camaro that it could have been on my top 5, but the color made the difference, and that's because this beautiful 1967 Camaro is the one that took that second position right there. This piece right here is butters. My God, look how gorgeous this car is with those red line tires, that blue Spectra flame color, those white pin white stripes, the black interior. This car is gorgeous, guys. This is like a piece of art just sitting there, man. I mean this having it in your display, if you got an office, or if you got, you know, whatever you got out there, you know, your house, you got, you know, having these bad boys, and if you have it in your garage, even better, you know what I mean? But this right here is, look at that, gorgeous pieces, man. And my runner, my number 1, is because it almost kind of looks at that year. Remember what I said, my favorite was that 1965 Ford Galaxy 500, but I also forgot about this car right here. This car right here is me all day long, man. Like that has that beautiful square body, looks sexy. That Camaro, there's nothing much to say about that car. We already know that car is what it is. But my all-time, my favorite one of this collection that really makes me like, wow, that car is, it's gorgeous. I mean, you guys could tell me in the comments below, if you love the content, just give a thumbs up, and if you don't, I still appreciate you. I hope you had a good time watching it, and I hope I didn't take much of your time, which I always take. I'm already average around 25 to 30 minutes, except for the last video. I think I went 40 something because it was my aunt's day and I had to do a couple shout outs in there. But speaking of shout out, I want to give a beautiful shout out to this beautiful lady up in Massachusetts, Springfield, my wife's cousin, Saida. Saida, happy birthday. And like I said, girl, you're making them 40s look easy. So if you ever get to see this video, which I don't think you watch YouTube like that, and I don't think you definitely watch guys playing around with little Hot Wheels, if you ever do, I just want you to know that from the bottom of our hearts, we say happy birthday and we love you down here in the South. All right, baby? You look good, girl. Anyways, moving it on to the next one. This is it right here. This is the number 1 piece of mine. This beautiful 1965 Pontiac GTO, man. Look at this car, guys. That color is like, it's almost darker than that red right there, but it's like a dark brown with those red tires, man, with those red line tires. Look how gorgeous this car look, man, with that white interior. That car is like a piece of work, man. Look at this. Having this in your collection, man, this is for those guys that are collecting, man. If you can get these pieces, man, I mean, they're out there. Man, this car is the cream of the crop here on my collection right here. And like I said, man, he did a good job in taking care of these cars. He did a real good job in taking care of the cards. I put them in the protectors, but I'm sure that for these cards to be in the condition they were in, he must have put in some work in taking care of them. And I'm very happy that I was able to obtain it from him, because, you know, like I said, man, it's, you know, it's what it is. You know, he collects. He's a serious collector, and it's like he said, cuz I'm trying to get rid of my collection, but not my hobby. So I'm trying to not, he didn't say get rid of the collection. He said, I'm trying to narrow down my collection. So I'm trying to get rid of most of them, but not my hobby. So that means that he's still going to be collecting. And if I keep them as good as he keeps them, and he ever gets that itch again, then he wants them back, then hopefully they go up a little bit more in value so I can get them back. No, I'm just kidding. But that is the last piece of the collection right there. And believe me, there was a lot more. There's a lot more. I just picked these because they were like the best, the ones that I said, my God, they make me like, I look at those cars and they really make me look at them like 2 or 3 times. Every time I walk into the room, I have to sit there and look at these cars, and wow, what a stunners. I'm telling you, these cars on the wall, it's not about the value, because they're not making you rich. Like I say, you could probably pick them up from $5 to $10. You know what I'm saying? And if you shop around, maybe you can get it for $4 or $3. I don't know. But all I'm trying to say is that, you know, in the conditions that these came in and the conditions that they are, and from the person that owned them, because one thing is buying something from someone that's just doing it for the business. It's just grabbing it and saying, oh, I'm going to make money quick. Nah, these were in his possession for many years. So that kind of tells you that this was something that was special to him. So if it was special to my cousin, it is definitely special to me. So that much like the end of my video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, hit the like button. And if you don't, thank you for watching. Like I said earlier, if you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want any of these pieces and you're having a hard time, because these you're not going to find them in random places like Walmarts and stuff like that. Maybe you could go to flea markets and find them in places like that. Maybe you could go to yard sales and find them in places like that. Look, you know what I'm saying? But if not, there's a platform called Whatnot. I am not sponsored by them. I do not get paid by them. I'm not promoting them, but I do get in it. I do buy and sell there. And a lot of these things, you can find them there, you know, for good costs, good prices. So, oh yeah, I shouldn't pass. I mean, I couldn't pass this one on. I was up at Walmart the other night, and my wife, when I saw her standing on the line for like about 20 minutes and that line was packed, I'm like, what this Lucy got? We were both at the Hot Wheels section. We checked. We really didn't find nothing. What is it out there that she found that is making her stand that long? I mean, I went and chilled by the bathroom because I like to play with my phone while she's trying to hold on to those lines. You already know what we guys do. And when I check and I look back and she comes out, this is what she got. Her favorite character, Hugh, whatever his name is, from the movie Wolverine. And I was like Deadpool, and I was like, babe, why do you really make? She goes, because I love his outfit. Well, now I got to go find a tank top and a pair of jeans so that she can like my outfit. Without no further ado, God bless, goodbye. Peace to everyone. Be blessed, stay blessed. Love you guys. And until the next one, peace.